The finale of The Guest dives straight into Rosio's past, showing her as a prison inmate playing with a spider. She talks about how her teacher once said female spiders kill the males, and in her own twisted way, she promises she'd never do that unless the guy stopped thinking about her. From there, the show fills in her backstory. Rosio, who's been posing as Sonia all season, ended up in prison where she met Libardo, the mysterious man she was secretly working with back in episode 1. Libardo was an anthropologist and professor with books published, but he was also behind bars for murdering his wife and kids. He claimed it wasn't murder though. He said they were possessed and he had to sacrifice them to free their souls. Inside prison, Rosio and Libardo fell into a relationship, sneaking around behind the guards' backs. But even then, she was obsessed with Lorenzo, and that drove Libardo crazy. He told her Lorenzo never loved her and pushed her to kill him instead. He promised to teach her everything she'd need to make it happen once she got out. In the present day, Rosio has Sylvia tied up, taunting her about how the world is always watching. Isa's in trouble too. She's being driven away by Pepe, Rosio's brother. Back at the cabin, Rosio keeps unloading her fury on Sylvia. She insists the real problem has always been Lorenzo, and now she wants to punish him properly. When Lorenzo suddenly calls Sylvia's phone, Rosio panics because he's supposed to be locked up. Libardo, or at least the hallucination of him, warns her that Lorenzo could be tricking them, but Rosio refuses to believe it. Sylvia begs Rosio to let Isa go, even offers to take her daughter's place. Rosio doesn't budge. She rants that Isa can't live because if she survives, then Lorenzo would still have hope. Her anger boils over when Sylvia calls her crazy. She tapes her mouth shut, smacks Isa around, and declares they're going to make a video for Lorenzo to watch, while Pepe douses the cabin in gasoline. Rosio forces Isa to talk to the camera at gunpoint, saying this isn't murder, it's a sacrifice, just like Libardo taught her. Meanwhile, Lorenzo's scrambling on the outside. He calls Juanjo, who confirms Isa was taken from rehab by a fake nurse, and Lorenzo instantly knows it's Rosio. He breaks into Matias's house looking for clues, tearing the place apart until he finds a little black notebook filled with passwords. With Juanjo helping over the phone, he figures out one of the logins is for a dating app called Love Linker. That's where he finds Rosio's profile, complete with photos and her location. Back at the cabin, Lorenzo finally arrives. He sneaks up on Pepe outside and takes him down in a brutal fight, bashing him with a rock before Pepe can stab him. But inside, things spiral fast. Rosio realizes Lorenzo's there, pulls a gun, and threatens to burn Sylvia and Isa alive. Lorenzo begs her to take him instead, but she refuses, saying it'll be better as a live show. She lights the place on fire and shoots Lorenzo several times when he tries to charge in. As flames rise, she taunts him, demanding he recognize her. He stares blankly, not even remembering who she is, which sends her into a rage. She screams that she is Rosio, the girl from Santa Sofia, the one he slept with years ago. The show cuts back to the past, showing that Lorenzo only hooked up with her as part of a cruel bet with friends. He never cared, laughed it off when he won, and Rosio overheard everything. She was just a kid, and that betrayal destroyed her. In the present, she demands Lorenzo apologize, demands he say he loves her. Desperate to save Sylvia and Isa, he gives in, sobbing, saying he is sorry, even telling her he loves her. Rosio kisses him, convinced they can still have a second chance. Then the truth about Libardo drops. He's been dead for years. He was killed during a failed prison escape, and Rosio barely managed to flee. Ever since, she's been hallucinating him, carrying him in her head, letting his voice fuel her obsession with revenge. When she finally cracks and screams at the hallucination to leave her alone, Lorenzo grabs her gun and shoots her. He rushes into the burning cabin, cuts Sylvia and Isa loose, and drags them out, but Rosio somehow staggers back, still alive, still aiming at them. Before she can pull the trigger, Sylvia knocks her back into the fire. The flames swallow her as the cabin collapses. The camera lingers on a spider crawling through the wreckage, echoing the story's beginning. Outside, Sylvia, Isa, and Lorenzo cling to each other, shaken and crying, but alive. Lorenzo kisses Sylvia's forehead, finally relieved they made it through. That's where the season ends, on survival, a broken obsession consumed by fire, and a family holding on.